and my name remains still Magnus Oraka. Magnus Oraka. It's been a wonderful time for me, and I like to say um, it's not a good time to say I'm having a swell time, but for purpose of these broadcasts, I'll say, well, I'm having a swell time. Um, it's originally not my intention to make this channel as a response to people, but I think for some sort of providence, events have made it possible that I needed to make responses to detractors, people who I believe the devil is using to distract Nigeria from where we are going. And today, I made the first video as a response to Asari Dokubo, the second a response to Ijele, and now I want to make a response to Mr. Reno Omokri. Uh, how do I begin this? Mr. Reno Omokri, before now, I have seen him as a brother, an intellectual, and somebody who is very, very exposed, owing to the fact that he is currently residing in a society that is assumed or prescribed to be more advanced than Nigeria. And be that as it may, irrespective of where you live, it can't be said that as a Nigerian you are not attuned to the challenges of Nigeria. I've listened to your criticism of the Buhari administration. And just like another person, which I will also make a video in response to, is Mr. Femi Fani Kayode. But with your Mr. Reno Omokri, with your current outburst, I'm likening you to Mr. Femi Fani Kayode. But I'm not going to talk about Femi Fani Kayode because the next video will be about him. But now it's about you, Reno Omokri. Now, how do I start? I have not I don't have a personal relationship with you. I have not spoken with you. So it will be kind of difficult to make an exhaustive response to you. But I'm going to make a response based on what I've heard you, what I've read you, articles alleged to you to have written by you. In this era of social media, one cannot completely begin to ascertain the origin of write-ups. But however, the write-ups I've read about allegedly emanating from you has not been debunked by you. So one could some certain aspect say that those write-ups actually emanated from you. Mr. Reno Omokri, you are a Nigerian. And I trust God that you cannot deny the realism or reality of the Nigerian situation. And what exactly is the reality of the Nigerian situation? The Nigerian situation is that everything that Nigeria is identified with has collapsed. Just name it: economy, agriculture, health, education, power, trust, regional, everything, everything has collapsed. Now, it would be a shame in the light of these challenges that anybody will play politics with the lives of millions of Nigerians that have lost hope. And excuse me, it will be a shame that any politician will be coming now to play politics with the lives of over 200 Nigerians. Before the emergence of Peter Obi, millions of Nigerians have lost hope. Yes, some time ago, we had a choice to choose between Buhari and Peter Obi. It was a choice between two devils. Sorry. Let me rephrase. Some time ago, we had a choice to choose between two devils, between Buhari and Atiku. So it was a choice left to Nigerians to choose which is the lesser devils. And a lot of us, as citizens of Nigeria, decided to choose Atiku. And now the options have been increased to three: Atiku, Tinubu, and Peter Obi. Nigerians are now saying that among these three, they are settling for Peter Obi. Irrespective of how much we play politics, what should be foremost in our conscience is the well-being of Nigerians. Yes, I know that those who claim to have some sort of allegiance to any political party, APC or PDP, would want their party to be the ruling party. Because obviously, if your party is the ruling party, you get contracts, you get appointments, and you get a lot of other benefits that I'm not immediately attuned to or knowledgeable to. But the truth is that at the end of the day, whether it is about APC or PDP coming into power to benefit those who have allegiance to these two different parties, the interests of 200 million Nigerians must come first. And the truth is this: Nigerians have sacrificed their beings, their expectations for these two political parties, APC and PDP. And what is the end result? Nigerians are worse off than before. Can you imagine Mr. Reno Omokri, a country that is among the top 10 oil producing nations in the world, yet we export our crude oil to refine abroad, only to import this refined product back to Nigeria? Does that make any sense to you at all? That is, by every standard, unacceptable. I expect a man that I've held with high intellectual estimation to behave better than this. That I've learned with trying to fight against God's choice is that the more you fight against the God's chosen, the more grace you pour on top that person. Right now, a lot of people are fighting against him. The northern politicians are fighting against him. APC politicians are fighting against him. PDP politicians are fighting against him. Dino Melaye was on air sometime and was against him. What's his name? Kwankwaso was on air, was against him. This outside guy, oh, Abdullah or whatever is his name, is against him. But the more a lot of you are coming out to be against him, are you not saying that rather than win people that we drop from following Peter Obi, your actions or inactions ends up winning more supporters for Peter Obi? So why don't you join the train? Now, the reason why I decided to make this video, even though it is late, is for a statement you made. You said that you cried out, even though I know your crying out is wolf. So I would qualify your crying out as crying wolf. That supporters of Peter Obi are, your life is at stake. Your life is at risk because the supporter of Peter Obi are gunning for your life. That was extreme. And as much as I want to claim it is extreme, that was stupid. That was low. That was childish. I want to tell you that supporters of Peter Obi are not IPOB supporters, are not Nnamdi Kanu followers. As a matter of fact, the Peter Obi movement transcends the Igbo sentiments. transcends the Southeast sentiments. Now, let us reason, Mr. Reno Omokri. Let us reason. I really want us to reason. Come to think of it, with all the sentiments that the whole of Nigerians have against the Igbo population, does it not, are you not wondering, does it not strike you as a case of extreme bewilderment that people have decided to look beyond whatever negative sentiments they have for the Igbos and have decided to support Peter Obi? Why is it now difficult for a man presumed to be intellectually endowed not to see a reason to follow what is good? Atiku, Tinubu are not intellectual products. So it baffles me that a man with a pedigree in intellectual estimation could be attuned to an option of one who is not intellectually endowed, such as Atiku and Tinubu, and yet you could come out bold-facedly to attack Peter Obi. Now, I am not angry that you attack Peter Obi. Really, I'm not. I'm not. But because of the intellectual estimation that I have placed you, one wonders what are the intellectual conjugation that summed up in your mind to conclude or arrive at a place where you believe that it is okay and appropriate to attack Peter Obi. What exactly is your angle? What exactly is your perspective? Nigerians watched the primaries of PDP. Excuse me. Nigerians all over the world watched what happened at the PDP primaries and at the APC primaries. One thing stood out to Nigerians, that Nigeria has become so deteriorated that people can actually bring out dollars. The dollar is not the Nigerian currency. Can actually bring dollars and buy delegates. That we have come to a point whereby people can, the flag bearership of Nigeria is available for the highest bidder. Helen Makwe, sorry, you said network is bad. I hope it's not from. Helen Makwe, don't worry. I don't bother about stars on all those things. I really don't. I don't bother about. I'm not a. I am not a. I'm not a popularity hunter. I don't hunt for popularity. I'm doing this thing with utmost conviction in my heart that I have two boys, the two boys that I love so much. And trust me when I say this, I want to live a future that gives them a fair chance to express themselves to the highest pinnacle of existence. And if the future is bad for them, they will ask the question, what was it their father did to prepare them for the world in Nigeria available to them? Like I said in my previous video, at least I know I have crossed half of the life expectancy available to a person living in Nigeria. I pray I live 200 years, 300 years. I pray I live as long as possible. You get, I pray I beat Methuselah's record. But that's being jocular, by the way. But the truth is that I really hope that Reno Omokri receives this video. Because I wonder whether, as much as you are intellectually gifted, the moment you join the politics of Nigeria, your intellectual endowment becomes squashed. It becomes like becomes pepper soup that people drink in a bar. Dino Melai is an example. Somebody I respect so much. Somebody that cried, and the masses. I remember one particular time where he was having issues with law enforcement agencies that were pushed by APC to frustrate him. And I felt pity for him. But in that same thread that I made that comment, I saw people like saying that he deserves it and he doesn't deserve that. And I'm like, today I'm beginning to see reasons. One thing I hate in my life, in my existence, is to be confronted with people who don't have a conscience, or people whose conscience can be easily bought. And quite frankly, Mr. Reno Omokri, you stand out amongst the population of those whose consciences are available to be bought. Stop the hoax that Peter Obi supporters are threatening your life. You live abroad. The bulk of Peter Obi supporters are here in Nigeria. Are you saying your life is threatened uh, by opposition or rejection or written attack on social media? Are you now saying that it's actually possible to threaten somebody's life by mere comments on social media? I'm just trying to see. Maybe I can, there are some enemies that I want to pinch by just posting somebody on social media so that they will cry that I'm threatening their life. Come on. Mr. Reno Omokri, I'm sure you are bigger than this. I'm sure you are more enlightened than this. I'm sure you've been exposed to intellectual materials. I'm sure you've been exposed to people endowed with high intellectual capabilities. And I'm also sure that you are exposed to societies that have intellectual drive or intellectual exposition. And therefore, one expects that when people like you speak or write, it should emanate exemplary conjecture that should be emulated by people exposed to what you are disseminating to the public. For goodness sake, for crying out loud. Yes, I've had my dispositions with some characters of Peter Obi's origin, vis-a-vis the IPOB and some Igbo, but then you have them everywhere. You have them in the Yoruba settings, you have them in the Edo settings, Urobo settings, and Birom settings, Fulani settings. They are everywhere. No tribe is perfect. Now, what we want as Nigerians is a country where our choices or our ability to make choices is not determined by the biases of religion and ethnicity. We want a situation whereby a Yoruba man will be faced with an option and say that, yes, this man is a Yoruba man, but he doesn't qualify to be president. And I'm going to vote for the man who has the ability, based on my conviction, to rule Nigeria, to lead Nigeria to a contemporary success. I want a situation whereby an Igbo man will say, well, even though this man is an Igbo man, but he doesn't qualify to rule Nigeria, and therefore I'm going to vote the man from the other tribe. For how long can Nigeria begin to grow backwards? I was in a program, it was yesterday, and the other guy was from Gambia, and he said the currency of Gambia is 10 times more valuable than that of Nigeria. Gambia, Ghana of yesterday that we will boast ahead of, their currency is stronger than Nigeria. The currency of Nigeria is gradually becoming like the safer. We are just crashing. And I honestly believe that it is time we began to see reasons to choose who is the best. And Nigerians are wiser. Nigerians are more sensible now. Nigerians are faced with an option that they have decided that Peter Obi is the man that can actually fix Nigeria. Thank God that Peter Obi now has a deputy, Mr. Deti Baba Ahmed. Somebody I know one on one. I know him, me as in I know him. He knows me. If he sees me, he will call me by my name, Magnus Oraka. When I saw his age in Wikipedia, I was like, you mean that in 1975? Thank God he was on Arise TV yesterday or day before yesterday, and he has cleared his age. He was actually born 1969. And I said, why? Hey, because 75, but he was born in 1969. And now, just listening to him, the way he talks is the same way Peter Obi talks. It's like a match made in heaven. Thank God Alhaji Kwankwaso refused to be the running mate to Peter Obi. You see, everything that is happening is God. Because I know that it's possible, my opinion, by the way, that if Kwankwaso had agreed to be vice president to Peter Obi, he probably would have been working against Peter Obi for the purpose of his northern political presidential aspirants. So it's a good thing. Now I know the running mate of Peter Obi one-on-one. And when we were in school, University of Maiduguri, I'm a graduate of University of Maiduguri. Well, there's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. But based on my relationship with Dati, as I've told you, I've related with him one-on-one, not from afar. I've spoken with him and he has spoken to me. Way back in University of Maiduguri. And I don't see him as a religious bigot. I don't see him as somebody who has discrimination of north, south, north, central, northeast. So it's a match made in heaven. So what is exactly wrong with you, Reno Omokri? What is exactly wrong? What exactly do you want? Are you saying with your intellectual disposition we should continue to recycle the old order where Nigeria, an oil producing country, exports refined oil products to Nigeria? Nigeria, with a population of 200 million people, don't have a functional railway line that we can ferry goods and services across Nigeria, whereby trailers and trucks have depleted our roads that are not built for trailers to ferry goods. Is that the country you want? Are you really supporting a country where PDP promotes the use of dollar to buy uh, party flag bearership, if there's a word like that? Are you supporting a Nigeria where people amasses humongous wealth and cannot explain how their wealth are arrived at? This should stop. In a sane country, the likes of Tinubu and Atiku should be in jail, should be locked up, and the key thrown somewhere. Somebody cannot spend. These are people who just come and they spend this money as if it's not the same money that all of. Do you know what is $70,000? That's about 42 million naira. Every Nigerian youth with 42 million naira can start a business and employ a minimum of 5 people. And somebody comes and spends 75, $42 million and shares it to over 2,000 delegates. And I watched the delegates because I didn't watch the PDP primaries. I watched the APC primaries. I watched the delegates. These are people who cannot even manage 42 million naira. They are not people who will even take the 42 million and invest. There are people who will go back home and fritter away these 42 million naira. A developing country is a country that circulates money among people, that creates value for the money that comes to them. When money comes to people that will go and use the money to buy cars, marry more wives, and proliferate more children that will turn out to be almanjiris on the street, such money only ends up amplifying the inflation of the country. So what exactly is your problem, Mr. Reno Omokri? What exactly is your problem? I really, 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 really feel ashamed that a man I hold so high with impeccable esteem could be reduced this low for the sole reason of pursuing personal political interest. Now, what you don't know is that Nigeria has transcends the situation Nigeria finds itself, makes it impossible for anybody to pursue personal interest, which is one of the reasons why I am knocking Tinubu, who says the turn to rule Nigeria is his turn, Emilio Khan. Nigeria is not about turn. Nigeria is not a baton that should be exchanged between two people. Okay, you have given it to me. It's my turn. You know, I was making an example to somebody a while ago. I said, when we were young, I'm a barrack boy, a serious barrack boy. There's there's a small cart we create. We call it Boris cart, CART. We call it Boris, where you take the ball bearings of a car, big one in the front, and we take our in those days hangers are usually made of metal. We make it in a V shape. Sometimes we give it the shape of a motorbike, and then with two small ball bearings behind. Boris, I popularly know. And then the rest of us we push one rider or driver of the Boris. We push him to one place, and then we turn the Boris back, and then we'll start fighting. Now my turn, now my turn, now my turn. No, no, no. I think I mean first one. Yeah, na me first come. Now my turn, now my turn. Now, some politicians are now seeing Nigeria as Boris, where they will say it's my turn. Buhari has driven the Boris down and back. Now it is my turn. We are bigger than this. Nigeria is bigger than this. We are now the laughing stock of the entire world population. And some people, irrespective of how literate you are deciding that Nigeria should continue to be the laughing stock of the world. And I think it's high time it stopped. People who have genuine concern to take Nigeria to the next level have presented themselves. And that's Peter Obi and the running mate, Mr. Datti, Alhaji Datti. We have tried APC, and APC has failed Nigerians humongously. They should relax. PDP too has failed Nigerians humongously. Let's try something new. Only fools will keep repeating the same thing, adopting the same strategy, and be expecting a different result. Nigerians want to try something new. Some of you who are direct beneficiaries of the old system want to insist that what persists before continues. Nigerians are saying no. We want a new beginning. We want to try something new. Please, if you feel like calling in, you can call. Let me type the numbers you can call in so that sorry. Yeah, if you want to call in, excuse me, and please let me also say, please, I'm begging you, if you are watching this program, please remember to follow this page and also share the page, not the video. Please share the page so that people can follow this page, because there are so many people that I want to make responses to. I want to make response. I've made response. There are so many people that I've written on my list, and I'll be making responses to all these people. My hope is that for some reason that they will see reasons to, okay, let me type. You can call in on WhatsApp. WhatsApp, please, on this number. Let me see. Plus. Okay, hold on. Plus 234 803 595 604. Okay. Now the numbers to call in are in the comment section. Maybe one or two comments. Now, let me wrap up the 30 minutes. I've made it a discipline not to exceed 30 minutes in my videos. Now, let me wrap up something. Mr. Reno Omokri, this plea is to you. I still believe there is an intellectual disposition in you. And what you have done is just one moment of mental depravity or disorder. I still believe that you are a man of intellectual disposition and you can retrace your step. What I'm going to ask you is that please think Nigeria. Think about the 200 million Nigerians that politicians have disappointed, and they are bereft of hope, and they are clinging their hope on where they see that hope is evident. But if for any reason you still believe that Atiku Abubakar comes out of your conviction that he's the man to lead Nigeria, it's okay, provided it comes from. I told you to call from WhatsApp. Now that you're calling directly, you have interrupted the network because I'm actually using the Wi-Fi from this phone. Thank you. So, Mr. Reno Omokri, I still believe that we are infallible and we are prone to make mistakes. I still believe that your attack on Peter Obi came from an acquaintance with what subsists in the past. So, and I believe that you know that you have done, you have goofed, but your action towards retrieving yourself back is where you are getting it wrong. Instead of coming out to apologize, you want to employ the route of attack. Yeah, hello, please. Can you introduce yourself and tell us exactly where you are calling from? Hello? Ah, the man called and switched off again. I have a little bit less than 7 minutes to be here. Then I log off. You get me? So Reno should support this article. Yeah, please. Okay. Sorry. Hello, please tell us your name and where exactly are you calling from? Uh, please turn down the volume of your device where you are getting this broadcast from. It is interfering with us.
So can you hear me now?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so good evening, Mr. Magnus.
Thank you very much.
My name is Onyeka and I'm calling from Lagos.
Your device, we can still hear your device from the background. Please turn down the volume of your device. If possible, put it off or take it far away from you.
Okay, I hope you can hear me
It's
right now.
better now.
Okay, so my own contribution on what you are saying, you see, I'm really commending you on what you are doing, your good work. The problem here is that they are trying to sell if you watch what Raymond
Reno Omokri.
what Reno Omokri, the video, the 5 minutes video he made that video, he was emphasizing, trying to sell the narrative that this P2B stuff is an Igbo stuff.
No, Peter
That's
Obi is
not.
not. Peter has nothing. Peter Obi has nothing to do with Igbo. I'm not Igbo, but I've taken Igbo matter on my head.
They are trying to say that narrative. If you can observe what they are trying to do,
Absolutely.
they are trying to say that narrative that this is an Igbo, because he was emphasizing southeast, voting, registered south, all those stuff. And when you go to Benin, governor of Edo State, I think last month made a video, just 2 minutes video, said if you go anywhere now, they are calling obedient in my state.
Yeah,
Anywhere I
we
go,
saw
they
that
want to
video.
say yes. So, and why are they when you come to Lagos, there's so many people are still saying the same thing, Obi, Obi, Obi. So why are they trying to sell the narrative that it's Igbo agenda? So I don't understand where they are coming from. If they really want this country to be fine, they should stand on the truth. They should stand on the truth. The other video you made about Ijele, I supported you. I love that video you made.
Thank you
I'm
very
very
much.
impressed with that video. Because when you see the truth,
Do you know? Hold on. Do you know? I've said this in previous video. I've said that look, the way God works. I am not a church person. I'm not an SU person, but I've come to understand that the way God works is this. Look, God in the Bible, the choices of people He made, human beings will not make those choices. Yes, over the years, Nigerians, some group of people have sown this stigma, antagonism for the Igbos across all other tribes in Nigeria. But God have decided to choose from this same tribe that everybody's antagonizing, everybody's marginalizing, everybody's stigmatizing, to bring the solution of Nigeria from this tribe. I believe, and I'm not saying this to be politically correct, I'm saying this because a Peter Obi presidency will solve a lot of things. Will solve a lot of things. Because he knows that when he becomes president, all eyes will be on him. And he will try as much as possible to do what is right. Otherwise, in the future, no Igbo man will say that we are being marginalized. We are being, because we say that we gave you presidency. You didn't fix the country to a place whereby Igbos will no longer be marginalized. Even though we know that Peter Obi is not about Igbos. It's about Nigeria. And he has said it over and over again. He said, don't vote him because he's from the Southeast. Vote him because you believe he has something to offer. And that's exactly why I'm on air trying to sell him as a candidate.
Yeah, they know all this now. They know all this. Okay.
People are complaining that your voice is very low. People are complaining, commenting that your voice is very... Well, okay, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so if you watch the last interview that Kwankwaso had on the channel's television, he was like trying to sell that narrative again that when when Peter Obi, that people in the north will not vote for Peter Obi, that the people that is canvassing for Peter Obi's name is from the south.
Please, if you are watching and the voice is clear, just type that you cannot hear the voice. Let me know. Type that the voice is clear now, so I will hear.
And the same thing with Alaji, that on Arise Television in the morning, I think 3 days ago. The same thing. They are trying to sell this narrative that is. So please keep your good work.
Okay, thank you. Somebody else is calling. Let me pick this person's voice. Let me pick this. He has been trying. Hello, please, what's your name and tell us exactly where you are calling from. Hello? Okay, sorry. Hello? Yeah, please, what's your name and tell us exactly where you are calling from. Okay, thank you. We're having a female caller. So let's have your contribution. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. What? Hello? Okay, yeah. So we thank you, we thank you very, very much. We thank you very much. Perhaps I will call you after the show. Thank you very much for calling. Somebody else is calling again. Let's give the other person a chance. So, the one and one other thing I would like to plead. I know that the campaign has not started, but I'm sure that there will be people that will come and infiltrate this whole Peter Obi movement to give it a semblance as if we obedience are hostile and rough and no. But the truth is that we are not. I know we are not. But be that as it may, I'm using this platform to beg every Peter Obi supporter to please tolerate discerning opinions. Hello, please tell us your name and where you are calling from. Hello? 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 Please call again. We can't hear you. So I want to use this opportunity. If indeed there are Hello? 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 Fortunately, we can't hear you. Hello? Okay, okay. How are you? Please speak up so that people can hear you. Tell us your name and where you are calling from, and then your contribution. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Please see the voice is clear. Somebody type that the voice is clear or not so that I know. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, they say there's no voice, so we can I can hear you. Yeah. But I also believe that majority of Peter Obi supporters not hearing, not clear. Okay. It's okay. Okay, thank you for calling. It's just that the voice is not sharp, but I think your point is clear and I will reiterate it to our viewers. Thank you. So now I think from the comments of the last three callers, something is very clear that look, the Peter Obi movement has nothing to do with Igbo, has nothing to do with IPOB, has nothing to do with Biafra. I live in Jos, in Plateau State here, and a lot of people are going to vote for Peter Obi not because he is from Igbo and not it is because of the content. A lot of us are choosing Peter Obi because of the content that he has promised us. Yes, some people are saying a lot of people have come, a lot of people have come and made a lot of promises, and at the end of the day, they have failed. But we now prorate what he has said and his antecedent as the governor of Anambra State. Yes, he said when he left office, he left money for the succeeding governor to use. The the successor, the governor who took over from sorry, calm down, calm down. The governor who took over from Peter Obi has not come to say it's a lie. So everything that Peter Obi has said, he will tell you, go and verify. Hello, please tell us your name and where you are calling from and speak very loud.
Hello, good evening. My name is Claire Pessu.
Okay, hello. This is a very sweet voice. How are you? Please, where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Manchester, United Kingdom.
Oh dear, how are you?
Oh, I'm very good, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
I literally stumbled on this page, and the first video I watched, I was quite impressed, you know. So well done for all the good work.
Are you a Nigerian?
I wanted to. Yes, I am. I'm from Delta State.
Ooh, my sister. What part of Delta?
Yes, sir.
What part of Delta? What part of Delta? Don't worry, you talk. What part of Delta?
Oh, okay, I'm from Warri South.
Area. Hey. Oh, we know they carry last.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm actually Shakiri by tribe.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to literally appreciate supporters, out there. I kind of see lots of videos for youths, going out, doing lots of stuff. So I understand, that people are doing things right, from their own pocket. That those are.
Yeah, what I'm doing now, like you're right, I'm doing everything from my pocket.
Hello?
Yeah, I said I am doing everything from my pocket as we speak right now. Uh, I just came into the house and I said, okay, before I go to bed, let me quickly rush this one. You get me? And it's not easy. I hope you know I live in the north.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I hope you know I live in the north.
Oh, I got no idea. I actually thought you're. Well, I don't have a clue where you live, but yeah, because I literally just started following your page about 2 days ago. So.
Yeah, and I'm already getting some messages from the northerners warning me that I should be careful, but I'm already calling their bluff.
Wow. So this is literally putting your life on the line.
Well, if it is
everyone that's actually going out there doing all their best, and we want to say that we see you. One of the questions I wanted to ask
okay.
I want to know, so I know you've mentioned that for those that want to support, they are good to put literally follow the page and then also share the page.
Yeah.
As opposed to the actual program.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I will do. I was also going to ask, is there anything, is there any accounts that we can, literally pay money?
Yeah, I will call. I will. Yeah.
Sort of,
yeah, I will call you. I will call you later. Actually, Beef, what I want now is I just need. If you can see right now, I'm actually using a phone. This is light. You can see. I'm actually using.
Because I literally called this number, because I saw it where you put it, on the chat.
Yeah.
Forum. So,
you see, so I actually need real studio lighting, and I also need an external camera because right now I'm actually using the camera from the phone, from the laptop, and you can see if I have a normal lighting and external webcam, I'm actually using a MacBook Pro, and the accessories for MacBook Pro in Nigeria are quite. Anyway, I'm going to call you after the show because this is social media. A lot of people have a way of, twisting things around. So immediately after the show, I will call you. I hope you won't go to bed that early. So I don't want people to be. I don't want people to begin to have the idea that this is another scheme by me. You get me? You get me? Even the poster behind everything. It's my effort. And what the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, it's purely out of conviction. If it's for my antecedent with IPOB and some Igbos, I will not do what I'm doing. But I am attuned to what is right and what is true. No way, if you hear Peter Obi speak and you say no, you will not vote for him, something is definitely wrong with your head.
Yeah, I feel like, this stuff. Exactly. I feel, well, as much as I understand that everybody has their preference, but I feel like, we don't want. Hello, can you still hear me?
I am with you. We can hear you loud and clear. As a matter of fact, your voice has been the loudest voice that everybody can relate to.
Thank God for that. Yeah. So just not to take too much of time, I literally just want to, say that, anyone that is, as much as I respect everyone's, opinion, everyone's preference, I want to, literally applaud everyone that's literally going for Peter Obi. To be honest, we all want to be proud to see a Nigeria that works.
Hold on a second. We want a Nigeria where everybody's religion is respected. Do you know that sometime in Nigeria in Nigeria wanted to host the beauty pageant in the world, Miss World Beauty Pageant. And a group of rascals came and said that Nigeria is an Islamic state. We cannot, and before it didn't work. And now we cannot have a country whereby a group of rascals go to the Federal Capital Territory, broke a maximum security prison, and free terrorists. Man, this is becoming unacceptable. And to think that people who are endowed to be intellectual are now not seeing this thing to attune themselves to what is right, rather than support what is right. They are trying to make way for the same old cargoes, old out used, worn out leaders who have brought this country to where they are. They said, you want to Tinubu, you want us to eat masara and agbado and cassava? Can you beat that? That you want the Tinubu? If it's an insult to the sensibility of Nigeria that a Tinubu is even offering himself to rule Nigeria. Has Nigeria become this deplorable that every comic character is coming to rule it?
I actually feel, sometimes I throw the blame to every one of us as Nigerians, because to be honest, we have left the floor. So you see, when they say everyone participates in one sector, or how do you say, like area of influence or the other. So I've never really been involved in, or interested in politics as I am, now. I feel like the youths, not just for today,
my sister, you have to be interested. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that is not reported online. Look, I live in Plateau State. I can tell you that, well, it has subsided a bit now, but about 3 months ago, there's hardly a week that you will not hear about 14, 15 people killed by one particular tribe. But what I can tell you for sure, that in Plateau State, as we speak, there are people that have been displaced from their ancestral land, and that those lands are being occupied by another race. This is systematic cleansing. And right now, we have a governor in this state. We have a governor in this state who is alone. The governor of Benue State. He has been crying alone. And look, Nigeria needs a desperate change. Nigeria needs a desperate change. Nigeria needs, and I'm sure that if Peter Obi comes in, these things will change. I'm sure that's the only man that is connected to the suffering of the masses. A man who enters a plane and decides to join the economy class. At least I know people who have been surprised to be sitting next to Peter Obi, and have taken pictures and have shared it on social media. A man who, irrespective of his financial affluence, decides to identify with the common masses. Come on. That is not an exam question to choose from. It's like a leakage of an exam. So for me, the man has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he is the best for Nigeria. That's me, and I'm not pretending about it. I'm not trying to sound politically correct.
Yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, so well done for all you're doing, and I look forward to receiving your call.
No, I will call you. I will call you in a couple of minutes. That you can just be sure about that. Thank you for calling, my sister. Your voice. I don't know, say worry babe, they get sweet voice like this. So sure. Now you they talk, you can't they twist tongue, they do for them. Me I be robot boy, I be real area person. Sure. So I can't they twist voice. I can't say one British person can't they talk to me. Look, take your time, oh. You go buy me 2 shots of Google. You buy Shinap now. Okay. Area, my sister. We know they carry last. Okay, thank you very much. Bless you. Okay. Oh, it's sweet. This is what gives me joy, that people actually appreciate. Say Korede Peter Kingbemi. Well, my name is you are Igbo, not Urobo. My name is Magnus Oraka. I am from Ethiop East Local Government of Delta State. My father's name is William Oraka. My mother's name is Patricia Esegine, married to William Oraka. And everything about me is Robo. I am a die-hard Robo man, but the Igbos are my brother. Korede Peter Akingbemi. I hope your comment is not negative. I hope it's positive. It's a simple inquiry to know who I am. So I am an Robo man. I am an Robo, pure Robo den, a pure proper Robo person. And in case you are misconstruing the name Oraka, Oraka is an Robo name to suggest somebody from Benin. Aka in Robo is Benin. Ora means somebody from, so somebody from Benin. My dad used to be a palm kernel merchant. That my granddad, sorry, whose name I'm answering as surname. My father's name is actually Williams, but my surname, my grandfather's name is Oraka. So Oraka is one who takes things to Benin for trade. So the name stuck with him, and today that's what we are answering. So I think that should put my origin to doubt, because I know in the past. So, in conclusion to this video, let me say something very clear. The video is about a message to Reno Omokri. Reno Omokri in the past have decided to take a swipe at the presidential candidate or the presidential flag bearer of the Labour Party in the name of Mr. Peter Obi. And his idea of trying to sell Peter Obi is for us to believe that Peter Obi is a liar. Peter Obi is not fit to be the president of Nigeria. And he's doing so to pave way for his candidate of the PDP, People's Democratic Party. Well, it is, I don't fault the fact that you have to fight for your candidate. But please, do not try to discredit somebody for purpose of trying to make your own candidate sellable. If for any reason you have facts about Peter Obi today and you bring it forward today, and we see that yes, Peter Obi is a thief or Peter Obi is a liar, I can tell you that I'll be the first to come on this same channel, tear the poster behind me and say that, look, Nigerians, the person I've been supporting is a liar and a thief, that we should not support him again. But for now, the man has been credible. For the first time in Nigeria since independence, we now have somebody who is clearly transparent and who is willing to actually transform Nigeria. You must be a